Hi everyone. I'm going to do something a little bit different tonight. I'm inside and I'm not on Zoom. I quite haven't figured that one out yet. But there's a lot going on tonight in our United States of America. And I want to lead a meditation tonight to get you all into a place that is so much more receptive to bring the light in. So I want you all, while I'm kind of doing my little intro, to find a spot and get comfortable. And breathe. And I will too. Hi, Kim. Deep, deep breath in. And those are you that are used to watching me when I'm trying to hold the phone and do the recording may not have had the opportunity to see me do my breath work. But let me use this time to show you and pay attention. So as you breathe in, always, always breathe in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And as you breathe, to open up your lungs to receive more, and to open up your third eye and your pineal gland, you need to lift your chin upward to the heavens, stretching out under your neck and your chin so that the light can come in here, and as you come down, the light can come in here. So as you're inhaling, you're literally breathing in the divine light. So breathe in and exhale, compressing your chest, using your diaphragm to push the breath out. Why is that important? It's important, and it's more important than ever now, that you make sure that your temple, your body, your soul light does not get dim. We're in the phase of being tested. Not that that's news to most of you, but the tests are going to be becoming harder and faster. Even to the point of saying, having a fury attached to them. This is not God's doing. This is part of the awakening. When I was young and I was in art school, and I've told many of my students this, to look for the darkest light. The darkest dark is always next to the lightest light. So she'd have us look at the corner of a wall. In my case, I have beams that are painted white in my ceiling. And right at that edge, the light is so much brighter than the shadows. The thing about light is steady. Shadows are not. Think about it. Take a deep breath in and let go. And as you let go of everything that is in your body, in your field, that isn't yours. It may be your partner's thoughts. It may be your client's thoughts. It may be your boss's thoughts. It may be the clerk at the grocery store or the person on the highway. And today, it could be the people that are on the news. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So a lot's happening. Breathe out all of the energy that's not yours. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Joan. So keep breathing. And I hope as time goes on tonight, more of you will have an opportunity to watch this video and do this meditation. The reason I was called to go on and do this tonight is because there are people, light workers, all over the world that are predicting that tonight is a night where there is a huge opening on this planet. So it's not surprising to me that our little corner of the world is in massive chaos right now for injustices. Deep breath in and let it go. So many have decided that today through tomorrow, that at 11 o'clock, if we have enough people praying, it's not praying, I'm going to teach you how to do. Tonight, we can actually effectively open the channels of light so that we can, in effect, create the shift for mankind. Okay, I don't think there's 1-9, honestly. I think this is a process. But joining together to send energy to the planet, to hold energy for the planet, now I can get behind that. So again, breathe. Breathe until there is nothing in your field that isn't you. Breathe until there's nothing in your field that's not peace. Breathe until you become calm. That's the third breath. By the third breath, you should start to feel calmer. Continue for 2 more breaths. And I want you tonight, think about how you want to be in your life. What do you want your life to look like? Not things, but how do you want to feel in your life? Because what I know about this time is the time of choice. You may have thought you chose a long time ago. You may believe that you were picked a long time ago. But imagine that you're going into the very most highly secure bank vault in the world. And first you have to get in to the bank, then you have to get to the right teller, then you have to get to the right manager, and then you have to get right with someone that even knows that there is a vault. And then you have to prove why you're worthy of going there. All along, having to present yourself as honest and as true, as knowledgeable, and with certainty that you're there for good and that you have a right to be there. Remember, no one knows you. You've never been in this bank before. But you know something important is there, and you're the one that has to retrieve it. You don't know how you know, but you know. Imagine that finally, somehow, you say the right words, you present yourself in the right way. You're so convinced that you have a mission that they call in someone that normal people never get to meet. And he is the key holder. And he asks you to come this way. And so you do. Welcome, Cheryl. Welcome, Tracy. And now, he leads you to a bank of elevators. And you think, well, okay, I guess I'm going up to the top floor, I guess, where they have it, That's where all the executives come from, right? And no, that's not where you're going. This vault is buried deep down in the center of the earth, near the heart of Mother Earth. You've never, ever been on an elevator that goes this fast. It's a little scary. It's very, very intimidating. What if you never come back up? What if they just leave you there? What if you're going to be made to just disappear? And that's called fear. And immediately, as soon as that fear comes up, you go deep in and you go, wait, I have a purpose. I have a reason. I'm being called to be here. And I need to review what my purpose is. And all of a sudden, the doorway opens. And it's amazing. It's just amazing. It's like better than any movie you've ever seen. And there's someone else that greets you. And he said, I've been waiting for you. Let me take you to the person you seek. I thought, well, okay, I'm not there yet. And so, the one man who you thought was the head steps back into the elevator, and you feel oddly safe with this man that you just met as he leads you forward. And there's a desk. Very modern, very amazing. There's no computer, but the desk is the computer. And you know, or have a sense that they're checking you out. And sure enough, he looks up and says, yes, here you are. We're ready to receive you now. You take a deep breath in and you go, whew. And then doors start to open. Vault doors start to open. And they continuously open. Not one, not two, but 10 vault doors. And each time they get bigger and stronger. And each time there is something complicated. And sometimes through some of these vaults, you get a little flutter. Maybe even a little panic attack. Like, Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm not supposed to be here because I've never seen anything like this and I'm not prepared for this. And you notice that that little lock, you stay at it a little bit longer. You get your composure and you breathe. It's okay. I'm just exactly where I'm supposed to be. I have a purpose. I'm here to retrieve something, and only I can do this. And with that, 2 more doors open immediately. And someone comes along and said, "Would you like to take a rest?" And you think about it and go, "Yeah, I would, actually." And just like magic, a chair appears that's just made for you. And a glass of some water, or whatever your favorite beverage is. And another person comes forward and said, "It's okay. We're preparing for you. Take your time. You've made it this far." And again, you breathe. And again, you stand, and the next door opens. Each one now is getting a little harder. Each one, it's pretty effortless for you. You're not opening the doors. You're not trying to unlock them. You don't need a key or a magic thing. It's harder inside you. And what you're starting to put together is these doors don't open unless you're centered, unless you're completely calm, but more than that, confident. Confident in the voice that you have heard all your life that's saying to you, keep going. You have something important to do. You are meant to retrieve this bit of information that's been stored away in a special protective vault in the center of the earth. And now you feel a flutter coming up, but it's not nervous like you had before. It's kind of like excitement. But since you don't know why you're there and you don't know what you're going to receive, it seems a little odd that you're feeling this kind of excitement. Maybe it's just human nature. We all kind of like a puzzle. And you take a deep breath, and as soon as you do, you notice that the room has gotten bigger. Much, much bigger. It's not the same size as the other rooms between the locks. This is huge. And the size of this gate, this vault door, it must be several stories high in real Earth time. Lord only knows how many tons it must weigh. And you continue. And you keep breathing. Excuse me. And with that, this next door opens. You think, well, this must be it. Yeah. And just as it opens, it pauses for just a second. And then poof, just like that, it closes down again. And you hear the, and you go, uh-oh. I guess I'm not going to be able to get in there. And then your mind starts running. And all these pictures from your childhood up to now start running. All the times you felt unworthy. All the times you felt unlovable. All the times you chose fear over joy. It's a lot. And then you think, I'm never going to get in that door. And then you start to panic. And then another voice comes. And this voice says, just breathe. Margarita, just breathe. And it's as if all those voices in your head, from all the times that you let fear in, they start to fall on the floor. Like they're tiny little beads from the tiniest little necklace, and they fall on the floor. Like baby minuscule marbles. And then someone comes in and starts sweeping them all up. Because after all, this place that you're in is probably the clearest, most hygienically, perfectly sealed place you've ever been. It's even more than that. It's the most perfectly sealed, harmonious, clean place on earth. You see, you can't enter this unless your thoughts are clear. So you stop and you breathe. And you keep breathing. And you remember, I need to not just calm myself down. I need to pull in the light. And you remember, oh yeah, I may be so many feet underground that I can't count, but I can still bring the light in. And you keep breathing the light in. And you keep breathing it in. And you remember that you are the light. And is that what brought you here? Did the message that you've always heard in your thoughts, in your mind, and the messages that brought you to this place today, did it come from fear? No. It came from light. It came from the divine. And with that, you find yourself radiating such light that this time your light fills this room that's several stories high, as if you're on stage with all of the lights turned on, full blast. It's so bright that you can't even begin to see where the edges of the room is. It's so light that you can't even see the edges of your hand. The light fills you in every way possible. The light, you now know, is within you, and you fully accepted it and have turned it on. And with the next breath, that last door opens. And when you go in, you see a beam of this amazing blue light coming down. And around the edges, there are other beams of light, pink, orange, yellow, pink, more green. And in the center, there's something that is glowing purple. I mean, it's just glowing. And you have to walk a long way to get there. But when you do, you reach forward. And after all these doors and windows, it's so tiny. You can hold it in your hand. And when you open this up, inside, the size of a very small cultured pearls, like the ones that they use for baby necklaces. Tiny, 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 tiny. It is perfect. And you cannot touch it because it's beaming with light. But as you hold it up right in front of your heart, because that's what you hear inside of you that you're supposed to do next. And then you think, oh, I don't know what to do now. And you remember, oh, that's right. When I get to that place, I don't know what to do. Just before the fear comes in, I breathe. And as you breathe, without even knowing it, this light emanating from this tiny pearl is coming into your body and you're absorbing it. And you feel your very essence without fear, without regret, without anxiety, without anger. And in that very moment, you know what you're to do. You're to hold this energy, keep it alive within you, and share it with everyone you know. Because it's so amazing. And tonight, we all share this. And if you look around this amazing room that has tiers and tiers of balconies, you will see all of you that are on the call now, holding, like I am, this light. And it's not just the few of us, because when I share it with all of you, you will share it. And all the others that will join this call later, they will share it. And the amount and the power of magnetism and manifestation of this light on this earth I'm not enough of a mathematician to understand what the numbers would be. But tonight, you and I and others in their way and others that will join are magnifying our light, because we are choosing to be in harmony and to be in love and to be in a planet that is so beautiful and so healthy. I choose light. If you've made it to this room, you have chosen light also. All of the things that have challenged you during your spiritual awakening were there to teach you one thing. It's not how good you become at sending energy or receiving energy or using your intuition. It's about what you allow in your brain. What is it that you allow to occupy your consciousness? We can no longer operate from a place of blankness. We must, if we wish to save this amazing planet, if we wish to make this shift, we must occupy 100% light. Just like that, this earth can shift to the point that in 4 months from now, everything can be different. We already know that. Look how quickly the ocean rebooted, the trees and the birds and the animals rebooted. And that was only 2 weeks. So again tonight at 11 o'clock, at 11 o'clock tomorrow, and any time during the next 72 hours. And continue onward. See you going through your own locks of fear. Recognize them and quickly remember, oh, I need to breathe now. And I need to know I'm okay. And I need and I want to have communion with a light that is everlasting, that provides me and this world with all that it needs. So I wish you well tonight. And thank you for joining me in this journey into the secret place within the earth, within your body, within your mind. Be blessed, be happy, for that is the way we change the planet. And be well. Namaste. Thank you all.